Alright, we can unmute.
Sabrina.
Alrighty. Bina, you here? Bina? Oh my fucking god, she fucking dead.
Miss Keisha.
Miss Keisha. Alright. Well, last we left off. Actually, Chase, are you here? Just realized. Okay. I realized I hadn't heard from you in a minute, so I was like, oh god, is he here? Alright.
You're all dead.
Last we left off, you all found yourselves at a speech held by the three heirs of the three nations, the royal three, if you will, and also bodyguarded by Captain Elsort, the high command of APS. So all, as well as a representative from the Council of the Archmages. So all 5 world powers were there in the same moment. However, you were less interested in the speech itself and more interested in what was supposed to happen during it. A commotion broke out as you assaulted a noblewoman by the name of Des Arnada, who had attempted to and succeeded in claiming a relic. However, she was not able to hang on to it long, as Serena managed to take it from her, wrest it from her grasp, and vanish. I need to turn Venti down. Hang on. Unfortunately for you, having gotten involved in the commotion, gotten involved in the fight that broke out, and gotten involved in the combat following, you were included in the list of people to be arrested, where the prisoners were supposed to be taken to the Presidium Citadel, a legendary prison from which none ever return. We come back now with the 4 of you, along with everyone else that was captured, held behind the stage while things are being wrapped up. You have half an hour to find a way out of this, or you will be taken to the Presidium Citadel.
Well, fuck.
With that being said, what do you do?
I kind of want to hear if this. Yeah, I want to hear if anybody else had anything. I want to know if Thistle would start biting people.
Thistle is playing nice for right now. She doesn't really want to risk giving away Barkley at the moment, so she's just kind of waiting to see if anyone else will do something first. She's kind of following Barkley's lead.
Jesus Christ. So for the most part, we are being watched. We're all being watched like a hawk.
Yes.
And there is no window of opportunity to do anything really all that much. Oh, I thought that was me for a second.
No, that was Bina.
Okay.
Okay. There are eyes on you at all times, But it's not like your movements are being active, especially you because you're a guard. It's not like your movements are being actively restricted.
Yeah.
Within the space.
How do you guys not connect?
There we go. Hello.
There's Sabrina.
Oh, there's something that Sabrina should know because Prozia. Like, I don't think they would recognize Prozia.
You're right. Yes, Div would not recognize Prozia at the moment.
Oh.
Audio not connecting. Fun.
Well, poopy doopy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh shit. Okay. Okay. I know that, or so like, I'm pretty sure we've learned like some pretty awful shit about learned some pretty awful shit about the father. I can't remember his name, but the life of me.
Philum.
Philum, yes, thank you. Yes, Philum. But I do wonder if there's anything he could possibly. I understand that he wouldn't intervene necessarily, but I wonder if he might have insight. So
We do only have 30 minutes. But
yeah,
I do have an idea of being able to stall a little bit.
okay. I was thinking of trying. Well, I mean, I'm not thinking about going to film. I'm thinking about sending him a message, but I'd have to get away from everybody. Shit
Okay.
is in fact going sideways.
Sabrina,
Yeah.
so you can hear us now?
Wait. Oh, Sabrina has an idea.
Can she?
Nuclear missile.
Well,
I
that
don't
would...
care how big the room is. I cast fire.
Okay, she needs to fix her audio first.
Okay. All right. Fair. Oh, boy.
What is the exact issue with the audio? Actually, I don't know if she can hear us. What is the exact...
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we can't hear. Yeah,
Oh,
she can
okay.
hear us, but we can't hear her.
Got it. It's probably... maybe... Do you have your headset connected right now? Maybe try disconnecting that and see if that works. Because it might be trying to register a microphone that doesn't exist. Because usually... Oh.
Damn.
Man, you know, there's always a little scuff.
Is this truly D&D if there is no scuff?
You know what? That's fair. That is fair.
Welcome
Oh.
back.
Oh, wait. Hang on.
Oh!
Can you hear me?
Yeah! There we
Oh,
go!
finally. Okay. Hold on. I need to turn the push to talk off because I think that's what broke in the first place. But we'll see. I had to reload Discord, so I might break it again. And if I did, I just need to quickly reload Discord. So just give me like 5 minutes.
Okay.
Discord being the source of the scuff. It's not D&D.
Yeah.
Remember, everybody, D&D is not the problem. It's the solution.
Yes.
It can be. Can you hear me?
Yeah!
Yes.
Okay.
Finally. Okay, we're good. Sorry.
You're good.
Oh, that was annoying. All right.
Understandable. Whoa!
Here, quit.
You sure? Oh, I see what happened. Okay.
Try to pick something up.
Yeah, I'll move this away from you. There.
All right. Really quickly, Talon. At the end, it was said that Div was brought in like separately because they like really looked suspicious, right?
Yes.
Okay. I can work with that.
Also, Sabrina, Div would definitely not recognize Prosia. So
Yeah, I heard that bit of that. So
Okay.
yeah, no, Div would not recognize Persia. Persia, I can't.
And I
speak
don't
today.
think Div would recognize Barkley either, because Barkley is currently in full guard uniform.
Yeah.
Okay, noted.
So Thistle would be the only one you see.
What does the guard uniform look like?
Chainmail armor, with a helm, that bears a nation's logo. The one that you have, Barkley, I need to roll a d4 to figure that one out real quick. Yours
Can you
bears
see
the
his eyes?
yours bears the Asunian logo. Yes, his eyes are visible.
Okay, would I be able to roll something to see if I'd recognize him by his eyes?
Roll history.
History, okay. Where's my d20? It's in the middle. I grabbed the d12. Okay, history. There's history. Okay. 16.
16's not bad. Sure, you recognize the eyes.
Okay, cool, thank you. Alright. In that case, Div kind of looks overly lost for a moment before seemingly snapping to their senses. And how free to roam are they within this little area?
You are pretty free to roam within the area, but you can't leave at the moment.
And how big is the room?
Not massive, but not tiny. I think it was like 20 by 20, give or take.
Okay.
do you want to pull up the map that you had last week?
Or
was
yeah,
it-
I could, but I don't think... Sabrina, do you have access to Roll20 right now?
Yeah, I do. I'm on my computer. I just have to pull it up. Sorry, I was not prepared for this.
It
Okay.
is 40 by 25. Okay, so it's decently sized.
Alright. Okay. Stuff. All right. I'm have to log into Roll20. So real quick, Div is going to kind of hurry, like, kind of look around the room till they find Thistle.
Just as a note, Thistle is bloodied. She looks like she got her shit wrecked pretty good. She's sitting beside one of the guards with her hands in shackles. Looks
Alright,
up to you first.
All right. Div is gonna like seemingly just kind of look around the room, notice Thistle, and then like kind of gasp and like hurry over and drop sort of in front of Thistle, being like, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you. Are you alright? What happened? What did you do? You guys were missing and there was commotion everywhere and you're here. What happened?
Well, Thistle kind of looks around to the rest of the guards present, trying to kind of signal to Div that this isn't the best place to talk. We got dragged into some shit. No one's dead. I don't think. We're good. We may or may not be going to jail. Don't know for sure what that entails. Where the fuck have you been?
I've been looking for you. What happened? It seemed like everyone just kind of vanished on me at one point. Hold on. And they're just gonna, like, kind of gently put their hand, like, the back of their hand on, like, the left side of Thistle's, like, jaw, and just, like, lift their head up to, like, essentially, like, lifting their head, moving their head around, but doing it in a way that it's not, like, I'm gonna grab your face. But it's just gonna kind of, like, get a little bit closer, kind of, like, look deep into, like, Thistle's eyes for a minute, and just feel like, it's gone.
Break Thistle's neck.
No.
Snap.
It's gone. Oh, your eyes are back to normal. Okay. You're okay, good. You're back to normal.
Oh, wait, are you worried about the fire thing? That's normal, we're fine. Don't worry about that.
Not the no, what's the word? Thing, never mind. It just... It's fine. You're back to normal now. That's good.
What do you mean normal?
You don't remember. Oh no. Okay. When we were in that weird, creepy underground secret room thing, and we were climbing up the ladder, you don't remember the air tasting weird? You don't remember all that? Has it mucked with your head that much?
I mean, I don't think it did. The place flooded. We got out. She was kind of stupid about it, but, you know, I don't remember anything going wrong.
The flood was only part of that. You don't remember the airborne... What is the word? Gas. You don't remember the, like, gas thing. The steam, it made weird sound, the air tasted weird. You don't remember that?
God, Kieran don't remember shit about this. Is
Because
this by design?
This didn't happen. This is Div trying to clear you
About to
guys.
say.
Let me just
Okay.
let me just like throw that out there real quick. Is that this
Yeah,
is just
no, I'm
Yeah.
dumb. We're okay.
Speaking of Div, roll me a deception check.
okay. Let's see, deception. Where's that? That is not good. We're gonna be okay. Hold on. Let's see. That's 16.
16, okay.
Not bad.
Ooh.
Not bad.
Elsword does seem to take an interest in this. Kind of like a passive interest, but an interest regardless.
Alright.
Um,
Where's if you're here and if the others are still infected, whatever happened with it, they might also not remember. They might also be okay. This isn't good.
Elsword is
I don't think it
actually,
was this serious.
at this point, takes a couple steps towards you, Div, and says, "Excuse me, can I speak with you privately?"
I guess I'm gonna like kind of gesture to Cecil. Will she be here when I get back?
She will. They won't leave without me.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to Cecil and just be like, just stay sitting. If you start getting headaches, just kind of document that. Try to remember what exactly all that happened. Try to remember when you decided to make that choice, because if you can't remember that, then that's a good thing, alright? Well, it's not a good thing, but try to document any headaches you may feel, alright?
yeah,
Sitting.
I gotcha. This looks like deeply confused, but she's starting to catch on. She's getting there.
And David's just gonna be like, okay, good. And is going to like, kind of stand up, and just like stare at the guy for a second.
Yeah. Elsword is going to kind of lead you just up this way. And as you guys leave, Elsword is going to say, "Don't get any bright ideas about trying to run. I'm faster than everyone in here combined."
I'm not the best runner, so you don't have to worry about that.
Okay. You encountered some sort of airborne disease that messed with someone's mind?
I disease, some sort of like spell.
Parasite?
I've maybe, like I said,
No,
it
look
looked.
at. This is important. What did you see?
Their eyes. It looked like they were almost grayed out for a minute, and it just kind of not a minute. They started going gray, and then like I they kind of started acting strangely. They started acting overly. I don't know. I'm
Hungry?
just weird. I don't know them all too well. We kind of just
Would you
started talking recently.
would
but-
you describe their behavior as hungry?
Maybe?
And you said this was in an underground This is so much bigger than I thought it was.
I don't know.
Who... Can you identify the people who were with you?
I can only see the one, and that's the one I was talking to.
How has it evolved?
Is it obvious that Barkley is Barkley
by-
acting as a guard?
Yes, it's clear that Barkley is acting as a guard.
Okay, it's gonna just be like the one I was talking to. That's the only one that I recognized in there. I'm worried about the other two.
Okay. If... This... Shit. This must have been intentional then. I need you to identify all of the victims as soon as possible. Because if the victims are conscious, then this has evolved. This has changed.
Okay.
Because I believe that we have encountered what you are speaking of before. But up until then, victims would go catatonic.
Well, I was there. I remember feeling weird as well, but I've really, I don't know. Like I said, their eyes were weird, and looking at Thistle's eyes again, they're back to normal.
They're back to normal. It's past?
Maybe it's
Maybe this is something else.
smaller.
This might be something.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I really.
It's fine. When we get to APS Island, I will have Rindal look over you and the others first to find possibly any lingering traces of whatever infected you.
It seemed to just be something of the mind. If it faded, then it's I don't know, some sort of minor mind control. It felt like maybe.
All right. Well,
I don't know. I promise. They didn't mean to do anything.
look.
I don't think they had control over it.
Look. When we get back to APS Island, I will do a thorough investigation about this. Just keep this on the down low, all right? If my guess is right, then not only has this occurred now on 2 continents, but the infection has evolved.
There were 5 of us that were at least noticed this thing. It seems that Thistle doesn't remember it anymore, but one of them had split off from us. We only knew him for a little bit. He seemed to be some sort of fucking, what was he? Hold on. Let me scroll through. Where's the little Scottish man? There he is. What was he again?
He was a half elf, Theseus.
Well, I know that he like. What did he do? What was his?
Oh, he
shtick?
was a reporter.
Okay.
Yeah, a historian. Sorry.
Historian. All right.
Yeah.
There was one down there with us. He seemed to be some sort of historian. I don't know where he went. He left shortly after. That was our only time meeting him, and we have no other connections.
As far as we can tell, I don't know. The more you talk, the less it seems like what I thought it was. But if my guess was right, as far as we could tell, it's not contagious. Nor lethal. But it's
How long has it been since then, actually? Since we climbed out of the
I believe it's been like a day, maybe.
Alright. Okay. I don't know if it helps that this happened a day ago, a little over, maybe?
Alright. We're gonna head back. I'm gonna have Rindal look over you when we make it to APS Island. Alright?
Okay.
As Elsword kind of leads you back in, I assume you make your way back over to Thistle?
Yeah, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna sit kind of next to Thistle.
As that conversation is happening outside, Thistle probably takes a few extra moments to process. But then we'll kind of speak up looking over in Prosia's direction. Yeah, I mean, now that I think about it, I don't really remember much before the fight. You?
I'm not thinking shit. Look.
Southern. Hello?
I've been Southern all day today, okay?
Let's go.
Lee was here, and so I went Southern, okay?
That's how it goes.
The first thing that I remember is waking up here.
I mean, I remember getting stabbed, but not a whole lot before that. Thistle, like, kind of playing it up a little bit, like, puts her head in her hands and, like, thought my head hurts.
You're supposed to document that.
Do I look like I have any fucking paper on me?
I don't know if I can just make a mental note of it in that hurting head.
Well, I made a verbal note of it so someone else can write it down.
Yeah, like, what the fuck even happened? Like, my entire body hurts.
Travis looks a little confused towards you, Prosia. Are you alright? What happened?
Can I do a sneaky wink towards him?
You certainly can. Roll charisma-based sleight of hand.
Okay.
I think that's
and
how
they're
I'm
gonna
gonna
be...
roll that.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, that's not very good though. Okay, so my sleight of hand is does have expertise, not expertise, just proficiency. That's just my proficiency bonus plus my charisma bonus. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So that is only a 13. But while saying it, I'd be like, I don't fucking remember anything.
It's probably about this point that Elsword and Div walk back in.
Yeah, Div will immediately just beeline to Thistle and once again sit kind of on their knees, but like kind of slouched on their knees, kind of in front of Thistle, just like checking over everything, making sure that there's nothing else weird about them. Just kind of muttering under their breath, but in a way that it's too quick and too quiet for anyone to actually catch words.
Okay.
Thistle just kind of lets this happen, trying to play into the I'm sick sort of thing and not really responding a whole bunch unless like addressed.
Are you okay? Have anything to note?
I mean, my head hurts like a bitch, and now that you mention it, I don't really remember a whole lot before, being stabbed. She kind of like turns in and glares at Lady Arnada in the corner.
Wow, yeah, you bite someone and then they stab you, and now, yeah, that's such an unforeseen event, getting stabbed after biting someone. Who would have thought?
Who'd have thunk?
I don't. Okay.
Like kind of trying to keep her voice down just in case Thistle does like try to nod subtly over Div's shoulder. Prosia's here. Not Prosia. What are they called here? What name did they give us? It wasn't Prosia, was it? Zaid. That was it. My bad. You've infected me with the brain rot.
Well, I mean, they all know Prosia as Prosia now, but
That's true. Was there for that though?
Yes. That was
just
Yeah, it was. Though I do think that unless it's not a Thistle thing, not using Sophia's actual name might be a smart idea.
That is true. Thistle would probably just say Shifty anyway. So she'll like kind of try and subtly nod over Div's shoulder. Shifty's here. They look a bit different.
And this is gonna kind of like turn around and completely glance past Prosia without noticing. Where?
The, kind of gray, not gray with horns.
Assuming I do see them from here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, in that case, Div will be like, okay, and it's gonna like get up and immediately like, not quite run, but run across the field and do the same thing, like kind of dropping in front of Prosia and just being like, hey, are you alright? Are you head hurting? Memory gaps? Are you alright? You feeling okay? Are you okay?
Remember anything of yesterday? Or like today?
Okay. And I'm gonna like, kind of like, sort of. Once again, you can see Div doing like that hand thing where it's the back of their hand to like go on the side of the jaw, just to like move the head around a bit. So just gonna kind of look around. Is Prosia's eyes different from the last time Div saw them?
From Zaid?
Well, not from Zaid, from you, the person you made the persona of Serena, I think it was, to do the talk, and like that's what the last thing
No,
I remember.
it wasn't Serena. Serena was the witch.
Yes.
It
was Sylvia.
Sylvia. It started with an F. I know that. and it was just after you talking to the prince, so it was definitely.
Sylvia has like I think like purple or like really light eyes, where Prosia like this form of Prosia has red eyes.
All right. Oh wait, no, they've shifted multiple times from that moment. Anyways, okay. In that case, they'll just kind of like look and like kind of confused stare into your eyes for a second, as you kind of notice their own eyes go slightly unfocused as they like shake their head for a minute. Your eyes changed again. I don't know if they're back to. Well, they're not grayed out anymore. So, how? Like they're.
Can I shift them to gray?
Oh god.
You can.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna.
We're about to get fucking quarantined, you guys.
You just shifted to someone else. That's not what I meant. Or is that helpful? Anyways, your eyes seem to be more vibrant than they were before. I think that's good. You, what is the last thing you remember?
Like I don't know. I remember being in a lot of pain recently. I guess.
Okay,
It's all
like-
kind of a blur. It's a lot of blanks.
think from before all the blanks and like the blurs. What is the last clear memory that you can see that has to do with us? And I'm going to gesture to me and Thistle.
I mean, I remember him being involved, and I point to Travis.
Okay. Okay, it's slightly worse, but I mean it did start at you anyways, so okay. Alright, you do seem to be more conscious now. You don't I mean you're acting like you're kinda out of it and in pain, so I'm not gonna say normal, but you don't seem to be acting weird anymore, so okay. Alright. That's the best I can do right now, I guess. Like I said to Thistle, just kind of breathe. Document in your head any aches, any weird twinges of pain, anything you may suddenly remember, or suddenly there's like another gap in your memory that wasn't there before. You won't really know what you forgot, but like if it's a gap, you'll remember the before and the after, and that something's missing. So like, document that. Anything weird happens, please let me know. I don't know what else to do now, so just breathe. Don't die.
I don't think I can
And
make
stay
any
there.
promises about that.
Fair enough. Just sit, stay. I'm gonna walk back over to the Thistle.
Good dog.
That's not what I meant, but that's what it sounded like. And you know what? I'm sorry for the way it sounded, but I'm not mad about it. I have no awareness when it comes to people.
Alright. Is there anything else any of you want to do?
Oh, that's cute.
Well, okay, yeah. If Prosia tried to reach out to hold Travis's hand, would he? Would he not?
Travis and Prosia are both manacled.
I mean, yeah, but like, still like at least have like their hands touching in a sense.
There's an entire person between you.
I mean,
Just knock them over.
I mean,
Yeah,
they
I can.
shift. Yeah, Travis can like shift over here to. Yeah, I'd say you two can hold hands, if you want.
Okay.
You can be gay
Yeah.
little bitches.
That's
We're being-
adorable.
Gay big bitches, actually.
Damn.
All right.
A medium bitches.
Anything else?
I'll step up to Captain Elsword. Captain, yeah, permission to step away for a moment.
Granted.
I'll just walk on past.
Okay.
Now, is there anyone near the bodies?
Currently, you do not see anyone near the dead bodies.
Okay. Is there a place nearby that I could possibly hide them a bit better?
The lake is not far. You could shove them into the lake if you're quiet enough.
I would like to try and do that.
Please
Okay.
don't get caught hiding bodies in the lake.
Look,
I mean,
Look,
why not just go find Philum and like he knows how to dispose of bodies.
I mean,
I don't
if
think we have that time.
I don't get caught, I'm messaging Philip as well, but I'm not doing that yet.
Go ahead and roll a stealth check to try and hide the bodies, please.
I believe in you, Chase.
It's pretty damn good. Shit, but I have to roll at disadvantage.
Oh yeah. Chain.
It's not great.
You could Chase, you could doff the armor first and then attempt to do it.
Oh, okay. All right.
If
then I will gladly.
If Barkley is planning to doff the armor here, then you could doff and then do it. But if Barkley is planning to come back still in the armor, then it probably would take too much time to doff and then re-don.
Shit.
So,
Well,
you get hiding bodies as Barkley.
I mean, the difference in stealth checks here is like night and day. That's the thing. Unfortunately. Fuck. And it would be too much time before APS came by, or like the people who were going to teleport.
Yeah, by the time you would re-don the armor, especially because you're working alone, the prisoners would be gone.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, would I be able to, like, I mean, that's just more of just a div thing, because there doesn't know where Barkley actually is. Would they be able to, like, stall by, like, trying to say badly, describe Barkley as someone else that may be infected? If that were to happen, would that give a bit of extra time?
Maybe.
I do have an idea.
You have an idea? Okay, you use your idea first.
All right. This is. I'm gonna try. I'll try it anyways. Screw it. I'm gonna take the armor off in a discreet location.
Okay.
And then I will hide the bodies in the river.
Okay.
And my stealth
In the
roll
lake.
without the armor, my stealth roll without the armor was 21.
Okay.
Okay, nice. What was it with the armor?
8.
Oh, buddy.
Hey,
Yeah, it was either I'm getting caught or I could possibly not get caught.
All right. 21, you are able to easily dispose of the bodies without being spotted.
Okay. All right. Now, I'll.
Just get yourself arrested, King.
Well, I mean,
I'll-
you heard what I was doing. Go looking in quotes for the people that you have been with. I don't know. They went missing.
No. I've got an idea. Got an idea. All right. I want to find. I want to find some guards
Okay.
that are out there in the woods, and I'll walk up to them and say, "Hey, I need to get back to my post real quick. Can you help me get this armor back on, please?"
Roll persuasion. I think. I'll let you choose persuasion or deception.
What's with the Roll20 map, and why is there 3 giant Perseus on that?
Because they're not loading for me, and I'm. There we go. There they are. All right.
Hey, you guys, Attack on Titan.
This is how we get out of here.
I've seen this anime before.
Shut up. Shut the fuck
I'm
up.
sorry, it's funny.
I got 17.
17. Yeah, I mean, you find a pair of guards who do help you redon the armor.
Okay.
Motherfucker.
What?
You can't hear, but I am definitely clapping for you.
Yeah.
Large man.
I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep this facade up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, alright, fair enough.
All right, and then how much time would you say I've got left?
Maybe give or take 10 minutes.
Okay. All right. I'll start heading that way. I'll start heading back.
Okay.
But before I'm gonna like I'll try and slow it down a little bit, and then on the way back I'm going to cast is it sending? Is it sending? I think it's sending.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna cast sending to Philum and see your kids fucked up. They are being held for transport to the what was it again?
Praesidium Citadel.
Praesidium Citadel. Anything I could do to help?
There's a moment of quiet before you hear Philum respond. Kill them.
Oh God! Oh my God!
Every single one of them that was captured, kill them. Do not let them make it to the Citadel alive.
Okay.
I hope you can hear my stunned silence.
Uh-huh. For it being silence, it's very loud.
I stopped dead in my tracks, legitimately stunned from what I hear, and then just keep on walking for about for like a solid 30 seconds. It's just stunned silence.
Okay.
And then I'll make my way back.
Okay. You make your way back.
Son of a bitch. That was, yeah, I mean, I didn't expect anything from the guy, but boy, even not expecting anything, I'm surprised.
Oh, you're gonna keep this secret, and then it's going to come out in a really dramatic way, and you're gonna break Prusia's heart.
Yep.
Even more.
Probably.
It's gonna blow. It's gonna blow.
You return and Elsort gives you a bit of a nod, as you make your way back.
Alright.
Is there anything else that any of you want to do?
My fucking plan just.
I know,
Like-
At least I got
Sabrina.
some
I know
done.
Prosia doesn't exist on stream.
Okay, yeah.
It just... I don't know what the fuck is wrong with my internet.
Alright. What? I mean, yeah, it will still kind of be, talking with Thistle about, like, what about the other? What about the paperboy? Have you seen him? Do you know where he went? What? This is serious. We need to find him before he gets hurt or in trouble.
I give like a mean side eye.
Well, I mean, this is before
This
you
is
get
while
back.
you're
This is
gone.
kind of
Yeah.
this is while you're gone.
No. Oh.
You leave. I don't want to accidentally say something that like gives you up while you're right there.
No, I understand.
So, like not maybe 5-7 minutes after Barkley leaves, Divis will be like, "Wait, what about him? What do we do here?"
I don't know. I don't know where Treebark went. I remember getting stabbed, and then I was beating the shit out of some people because I got stabbed, and now I'm here. I don't know where he went.
Oh, no, I can't. I don't know if he's gonna. I don't know if people will be safe around him. If that's what they got you to do, he's quiet, unnoticeable. What would they make him do?
I mean, I
just
don't.
totally called him unimportant. I'm so sorry.
Well,
You said character. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just better to leave him out of this. Maybe he can get, breathe in the shrooms or whatever was going on.
I don't know. I can't even be sure of my own head here. I'm worried. All right. 'Cause there's still the two. There's that one, and then there was one other guy. I cannot remember his name, but it's the other guy. The
Oh,
weird,
Harp Dude. I remember him a bit. I don't know where he
the
went.
giant, comically large. Not comically large. The harp. The weird.
Harp
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, I don't
Harper,
know.
that man.
I don't know where he went.
Alright. I don't know if I should worry or not. Like, I don't really know the guy. I don't really care much. But, like, I don't want him to get in trouble for something that he has no control over. Alright. I don't know what to do here. And just kind of start once again muttering random things at the end.
Thistle seems also very unsure with what to do, and seems to be just kind of following what Div is doing and or what Barkley's doing once he gets back.
Yeah,
Espionage is not her forte. She's just trying to be quiet.
Yeah. Once Barkley gets back, he gives a really half-hearted shake of the head.
So, prison, am I right?
Just. I don't.
Can you still go to prison if you don't remember the crime you committed?
Can you still go to prison if you weren't in control of yourself when committing a crime? And that's a big question here that I guess we'll find out.
I feel like these are valid questions, Sword Lady. Thistle is kind of calling over to Elsword.
Elsword kind of looks towards Thistle, and looks like she wants to say something. You almost read a bit of sympathy on her face, but she turns away.
Oh, great. Real mature. Just ignoring us. Cool.
There's gotta be protocols and things in place for that. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I mean, wherever you're going, I'm going. So going to prison, I'll find something for them to make me go with you. I don't know, but like.
Well, I mean, it sounds like we're both going to prison no matter what we do, and if we were both infected with this shit, then it would probably make sense to keep us together, you know? Quarantine or whatever.
Fair enough. Alright, well, I don't know. All I know is that wherever you're going, I'm going, and as long as, I don't know, it should work out, right? It'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Yeah,
It won't
no,
happen
we
again.
got this. We got this. We're together. We'll be
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. Alright. How long are we waiting again? This is taking too long. It's not taking long enough, actually. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking, and it's just gonna go entirely silent.
I have some shit I would like to start.
Oh no.
Well, so after Thistle was talking to Sword Lady, and was like, "Hey, Sword Lady," I imagine Prosia would kind of scoff at that, be like, "Yeah, this is some real justice, just throwing people who don't remember anything into a really secure prison. This is exactly what I would expect from guards. This is why nobody likes you. You just throw innocent people in people that you have no idea who have done crimes or whatever, just into any prison, and you forget about them, and then they rot when they did not deserve that shit. This is so typical, and it's no wonder why all of these crime syndicates are running so rampant.
There is Elsword again. Looks like she wants to say something, but she bites her tongue. She doesn't speak. Her gaze.
Thistle wishes she had popcorn.
Her gaze flitting over to Des Arnata before she finally says something. Looking towards Des Arnata, she says, "Does our third and final group want to complain as well?"
Ooh.
As Des looks up and says, "You already know what I want to say. Right, you're a noble and have diplomatic immunity, and you also know that doesn't apply to APS."
Hold on, does she speak Common now? Or is that in...
That would have been in Elvish, yeah.
In Elvish, okay, she still doesn't... Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
Like, was she lying to us before? Because I wouldn't be surprised.
As Elsword says, just... there is a process to this. I just need you all on APS Island to go through the process.
Did we just go, like, look at the process? Like, see? It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Does the process exclusively end in prison? Is that, like, the only end goal? Okay.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, but just tensions are high. I get that. Just... Oh, I think I'm the only one actually freaking out here. Breathe. I'm gonna, like, look at this little, and Div's hands are gonna, like, open and almost like a triangle, but, like, outward. That doesn't make sense. Their hands are kind of shaped like a cone as they, like, hold their hands out towards Thistle. And they're just like, breathe. Breathe.
What? Yeah, you... Why are you doing the cone thing? You can just, do the normal breathing exercises and stuff. You're fine. We got this. It'll be fine. They can't throw us in prison for stuff we didn't do, right?
I hope not.
We'll be fine. If these, if there really is as high and mighty as they say that they are, then they're probably not awful people, and we'll probably get out of this just fine. We'll be fine.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Thistle
fine.
somewhat hesitantly does try and hold one of Div's hands, attempting to be comforting, but it's a little awkward and stilted.
Okay, Devil just got it's like handcuffs. Is there something covering the hand?
I think it was basically just shackles, handcuffs.
Yeah, it was manacles.
Alright.
So it's around
In
the
that
wrists.
case-
Your hands are.
Yeah, in that case, Div will start to kind of reach out, grab Thistle's hand, and essentially grab or they'll grab the manacle and just kind of look at it, and then just take their hand and put it on top, just so that it's very noticeable that they're not trying to lock pick it open.
Mm-hmm. Thistle plays along with this, trying her best to be subtly comforting. It's probably not as comforting as she would like it to be, but there is effort.
Yeah, I don't think there's much that can be comforted right now.
Prison arc.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
You're right. You're right. But
Potential
Rosie's gonna
prison
die.
arc.
Prosia's gonna
Potential
die in
prison.
prison.
Look. If we do have a prisoner, I'm scot free now, guys.
Yeah, you're good.
I am your connection on the inside. We got this.
I also would love to say that Div's mentioned something that would clear this crew. Not necessarily the other 2, 3 that are there from the Shadow Children, like Travis and the other 2.
We can just argue that they were caught in the crossfire. We're good.
There's still that. I mean, yeah, there's ways we can argue it, but this is turning into a sink or swim situation, and I did not mean for that to be happening. I didn't realize there were 3 others.
Okay. Is there anything else any of you want to do before the teleportation happened?
Not particularly.
I don't think there's anything else I can do.
Did our stuff get confiscated? Something.
Not
Because-
yet.
Okay. I was gonna say, because 2 of 3 are in, or 2 of the 4 are currently, handcuffed. 1 is as a guard, and 1 just kind of got dragged in and kind of thrown into the same area. So I'm like, do we still have everything?
I think we're about to get all of our stuff taken when we get teleported,
Oh,
Mhm.
probably.
so we can steal it back when we escape.
Yeah!
We'll be the first ones out.
Alright. As Barkley returns, there are a few more minutes that go by before those of you who do have magic feel your connection to the Arcana return. As Elsword kind of gives a bit of a smile and says, "The wait is over. I believe it is time to head back to APS Island." She reaches out to a spot on the kind of the wood of the stage and kind of places a hand against it. As she mutters something in Celestial beneath her breath, you see arcane lines suddenly appearing in the ground beneath your feet that rapidly form some sort of arcane sigil. And then your world goes white as it feels like you are falling upwards.
think that's going to immediately like kind of cling closer towards Thistle. More of like they're gonna wrap their arm around Thistle and um in a way to like try and shield her from impact if they were to fall.
Okay. The sensation only lasts for a moment. And as you come to, you find yourselves, okay, hang on. This is actually starting to bother me. Why won't Roll20 load on the other browser?
We find ourselves in the middle of the ocean.
Well, sort of. When I was making this map, I forgot to put APS Island on the map. Mostly because it was originally supposed to be able to move. It was originally meant to be untethered, but I changed that.
That's fun.
In the middle of the abyss. All right, interesting.
But
my favorite location.
As you can, internet connection issues that have been getting worse progressively, and I have no fucking clue what's happening, because my computer is supposed to be a beast, and I have Ethernet, so I should not be having these issues, but, like, they've been getting progressively worse.
Yeah, there's no way that, like, the sound dampening things that was put up in the room would have affected that, right?
That's, like, my only theory, because, like, this started around the time that was set up.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, if you've got an Ethernet cable hooked up to your computer, then it shouldn't have affected it. I don't think.
I know. I don't understand what's going on.
Quid.
It's struggling so hard right now.
The stream isn't up right now?
It is. It reconnected, but over 60% of the frames are dropped at the moment. So, I want to give it a moment to try and fix.
Do you use OBS?
Pardon?
Huh?
What did you say?
Do you use OBS?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Could be an OBS problem.
Sure. No, it's not an OBS problem because it's been computer-wide. Discord's been slow, browsers aren't loading, there's a fucking Minecraft server that I was recently invited to join that I just, like, cannot stay connected to.
Oh, that's the issue with that. Okay.
Yeah, like, at first I didn't realize that it was an internet thing, but, like, it makes sense with the struggles that Discord's been having recently, and now, like, browsers aren't loading.
Is it just you in the house, or are others affected too?
No, it's just me. It's just my computer. Okay. Stream seems to have fixed. We're still at like 40% dropped frames, but that number is going down, and the ping is way up. Not way up, way fixed.
Alright, on Twitch, not showing up as the Natural Idiots channel live.
It's not? It should be.
It's not.
Hang on.
I will reload Twitch.
Yeah, it's live on my end.
Yeah. says it's live on my end. The connection's... Yeah. No, it says it's live on my end. Okay.
But then, okay, now it's saying it's gone again. Okay, what the fuck?
What? What do you mean? What do you mean it's saying it's gone?
Like, now it's no longer in my follow channels. Like, that's on.
Okay, well...
And it says, check out this Dungeons & Dragons stream from 4 minutes ago, but...
well, it's...
Okay, now it's live again. There we go.
It was telling me that it was on. Anyway, fucking hell. I just messaged the fucking tech guy like, family friend tech guy to see if he might know what the fuck is happening.
Okay. It's live on my end again, too, now, so...
I genuinely don't know what the fucking issue is, and it's like... I'm already... No. Whatever. So... The floor beneath you is at first the only thing you notice that has changed, going from a grass floor to marble. But as you kind of stand, there is Elsword turns and immediately walks out, and a moment later. There are a handful of guards, all dressed in the uniform of APS, a familiar sigil to, at the very least, Prozia and Barkley. Probably Thistle too, and maybe Div. As they kind of enter in, They begin to give orders. You hear one of them speak up and say, "We'll be handling the prison trade. Fuck. Hang on. Words. We'll be handling the prisoners from here. If you can hand them over." And they begin collecting the detained and away from the guards who are there, from the normal guards, including you, Barkley.
Oh.
Hey,
Oh,
you're
shit.
in, huh?
I didn't think about the fact that I am not an APS guard. I am...
Goodbye.
Azius.
In, huh? Just
Hi!
keep out of it for now. It's just...
Shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Chase now has to make a backup character who's in jail.
So we can relocate where Barkley is.
Oh, no.
Just play cool.
Oh. Oh shit. Okay. Can I walk up to the captain, and say, Captain, I was witness to a lot of the scuffle. Is that
You don't see Elsword right now. She ran out.
Oh shit! Fuck. Okay.
Yeah,
never-
so she
fuck.
didn't come back.
Shit. Okay. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to sit. Just gonna have to see her then.
She doesn't come back just yet.
All right.
Just wait. Just chill out.
I'll wait.
Right, yeah, we kind of just Div is still kind of like almost protectively wrap themselves around Thistle. Is more of at Thistle's back now, kind of like on a knee, not in a way that looks threatening, but definitely in a way that's kind of like they're being a shield from behind for Thistle.
Thistle does look slightly panicked as Barkley leaves. And we'll just kind of like turn around to Div. No, I can handle myself, right? You're good. Back it up. We're fine.
Okay. I'm just gonna take like a foot back and is still kind of there.
You
Thistle will shuffle backward and like still try and hold one of Div's hands. But continue, God. My apologies.
You see there's a moment where the light around begins to fade as it seems like shadows are creeping in, and then what looks like a human boy in their young teens is kind of standing behind you, Thistle. Not like directly behind you, but like behind you, and the shadows kind of recede as you see he's got like short black hair that covers his right eye, and a kind of black shorts, black boots, and a black hoodie, and the hoodie bears the sigil of APS. With
What black hair, Helen?
Yes, I know. But what's interesting is that the sigil on the hoodie is flanked with a kind of much fancier border. I will take a history check from anyone who wants to identify the meaning of that.
Yeah, I'll partake. Oh shit! I'm kidding.
I'll do my best.
Ooh, fuck yeah. That's gonna be a 23.
23.
We got
A 15?
16.
And Barkley, are you rolling?
I'm not there. I was just making a joke.
Well, they're in the process of separating the prisoners from the guards. You are still there at the moment.
Okay. Well, then sure, I'll roll. That is a 21.
Okay. All of you recognize. I'm trying to think of. There's something at the back of your mind, something that feels familiar about the way this sigil is framed, and you remember it being the specific framing being something to refer to someone in a position of military power, like a general or a commander in an army. And it feels like it's tugging at a part of your brain, a part of your memories from the past. Thistle, Prozia, Barkley, you three recognize that this is the sigil of a commander of APS, specifically. Which the commanders are the second highest ranking APS members. Well, okay, no, third highest ranking APS members. It goes captain, the other 8 commands, and then commanders. The captain, the chiefs, the commanders are the top 3 ranking positions. And you're seeing this on a 14-year-old boy.
Scary.
As he kind of glances between you all and says, "Don't forget, we're going to need the guards for witness testimony."
Oh god, we get to keep the guards.
Oh, he's creepy too.
You see one of the soldiers, who also has a bit more of a fancy emblem, which you guys would all recognize as a lieutenant's emblem. They are a step below the commanders. Kind of freezes up for a moment and he says, "Yes, Commander Melinoy." I had this name before I played Hades 2.
Is it spelled the same?
As the guards continue to separate the prisoners from the other guards, but also gather the other guards, including Barkley. And you guys are brought into the most beautiful city you have ever seen. And I do still have that saved.
We get art.
Not like official commissioned art. Just something I stole off the internet. Don't get
A
too
pretty
excited.
picture.
If it will load.
That's scary.
But in the meantime, you guys can have Melinoe's thing. But as you are led out into this beautiful city, made of marble and with buildings rising high around you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can also see not far from where you are, and it actually seems like you are being brought towards it. This massive building within the center. It appears to be kind of a round cylinder, almost building. Think the similar to the Jedi Temple in Star Wars on Coruscant. With a massive kind of golden ring that is bound into the top. But then within the golden ring, there are a pair of rings that kind of float within it, circling around each other. And that seems to be the kind of place that you are being led and the center of the city. Around you, there are water ducts. 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 That bring water all over the place. And everything around you seems to have been hand-built. Well, like, built by mortal hand. None of this seems natural. Save for what appear to be numerous plants sprouting along the edges of the roads in plant pots. As you are led out by the lieutenant and led towards the large central building, is there anything you guys are doing?
Staying quiet and doing as I'm told.
Okay.
Also holding onto Thistle and making sure Thistle doesn't pull shit.
Thistle, for once, seems to have no interest in pulling anything. She's looking around with a lot of curiosity, but seems incredibly wary of where they are.
But yeah, no. So holding
I'm-
onto Thistle's hand.
I'm debating on whether or not Prozia would talk to Travis at all. Still debating about that. I'm gonna say no. But they are very contemplative and probably need a bit more guiding to, like, they're not fully paying attention to where they're going and probably need, like, walking with the group in the sense of, like, they're just being herded.
Okay. You are led into the building, down a series of beautiful white marble hallways, until you find yourself in a large, circular chamber beneath the central building. As you see Captain Elsword is there. She immediately approaches Div and says, "All right, it was you, the Foxkin. Was there anyone else who is here?"
Yes, I'm gonna point directly at Prosia.
Okay.
And, like, just not say anything else, just like, yes, and then just, like, spin and point.
Captain Elsword kind of nods and says, "All right, thank you. If you three could follow me, I need you all to speak with Chief Alchemist Rindal Devlin."
Okay.
Yeah, cool. Here we go.
She leads you back
Prozic.
up.
I was gonna say Prosia gives like hesitates just for a little bit and gives like a look to Travis, but they gotta go. So
She
they
leads
follow.
she leads you back up the way you came, before turning down a different hallway, and kind of knocking on a door. You hear a voice from inside call out, "Come on in, Captain." Pushing the door open, you step into what appears to be a laboratory of sorts. Various alchemists' supplies sitting around, and you see a woman with kind of long blonde hair done up in a bun behind her, and beautifully intricate like runes drawn up her arm, up both of her arms. A pair of glasses sit on her head as she turns to look towards you. "These three are the infected?" Elsword nods and says, "You take care of them. I'll deal with the rest of the prisoners. But I will come back for them." Rindal nods and says, "All right." Turning back to you, she says, "I am Chief Alchemist Rindal Devlin of APS. I'm sure you could tell. And you might be afflicted with Azius's newest plague, if the stories you say are true. I have been researching an outbreak recently of an airborne illithid tadpole. The symptoms that you described to Elsword sound very similar to typical illithid infections, and different from what I have experienced when researching this. Most victims of what I've investigated have gone catatonic immediately. So either you have similar symptoms but something else entirely, or you're an anomaly, or it has evolved. None of these are good. It is my job to check you over, determine what happened, what you've been infected with, whether it is contagious, how to cure it, how to deal with the symptoms, and how to prevent its spread. So, you see her hands both immediately, or both suddenly light up gold, as if tracing along the runic lines. As this energy kind of curls off of her, she says, "Who can I check first?"
Diva's just gonna kind of like. They still have a bag on them, right? Like, was that ever taken?
No.
Okay. In that case, Diva's just gonna like take it, kind of drop it by the door, away from the other two, and we'll step forward.
Okay.
They're the one that started this. If it's gonna end, it's gonna end with them.
Hang on.
Yeah.
copy that, paste that, delete that, send. As you see her hands light up with golden energy, she approaches you, Div, and sets a hand on each shoulder. As you feel this warm energy kind of course through you. And she kind of narrows her eyes after a moment. How are you alive?
What? Sorry. What do you mean?
You shouldn't be alive.
Oh, I am.
Huh.
I mean, I bleed. I speak. I'm alive.
Do you mind if I take a blood sample?
Yep. Sure.
She approaches her equipment, grabs a syringe, quickly wipes it with a cloth, and carefully sticks into your arm, pulls out a bit of blood, and then kind of presses a wet cloth against your arm, and just kind of says, "Hold that there, tight."
Okay.
She looks at the blood for a moment, and approaches her alchemy set, kind of pulls a few bottles, changes out some of the vials, and then you see some there's a bit of mixing that happens before she drops a few drops of Div's blood into a vial of a kind of deep purple liquid, and this cloud of smoke kind of comes up out of it. She waves the smoke out of her face and looks even more confused as she sets it down.
I'm just gonna kind of like, almost like, not really flinch, but kind of like cringe at that. Just like, what happened?
I have no idea.
That's what you want to hear in a medical examination.
Yeah, that's great.
You see a smile kind of tugs at the corners of her mouth. At the corners of her mouth. I have no idea.
Div slightly panics at that and will like kind of shrink back and be like, "That's not something you want to hear. What do you mean? What does that mean? What was that? What was that supposed to do? What happened? What happened? What went wrong? What is going on?"
Normally, what happens is this changes color depending on the race of the person whose blood I insert. For example, she sticks the syringe into herself after wiping it quickly with a cloth, and pulls some blood, drops a few drops of her own blood into it. And
It's the same syringe. Wouldn't it still have some of Div's blood left in it? Or is it a different syringe?
She would have used a different syringe.
Okay.
As you see her drops of blood hit it, the vial, the liquid goes from a dark purple, and kind of changes to a kind of greenish gold color. As she says, "Green is elf, gold is divine heritage. So, somewhere back in my bloodline is one of the 21 heroes. Typically, crested blood will show up gold. I don't bear a crest myself, but one of my ancestors obviously did. But your blood makes it... And I have no idea what that means. What are you? What are you? Are you human? You look human.
I'm Div's going to like kind of like human. Oh, what? There's a thing. The one in between human elf. What's that?
Half elf.
That. I'm that.
You're a half elf. All right.
Yes.
So it should have gone kind of a beigeish green, maybe with a tint of gold.
This looks very uncomfortable.
Okay, I'm getting distracted. I need to focus. Can I check someone else? Someone who doesn't have a million problems going on.
Oh, you're gonna have to look elsewhere.
Yeah. Rosia looks at Thistle and goes, I think you're next then.
Nah. I think you're shit out of luck if you're looking for someone without problems.
I think you have less medical problems than I would.
Sure. Yeah, we'll give it a shot. You're not taking my fucking blood, though.
I shouldn't need it. You see her hands begin to glow again as she approaches you and gently sets them on your shoulder. Just as I described to Div, you feel this warm sensation course through you as the glow kind of encases you for a moment. And her eyes also kind of glow the same color. As she pulls her hands away, she kind of nods, looking a little confused. Okay. Good news. Whatever happened to you was not the infection I've been researching. Bad news. Whatever happened to you was not an infection at all. Which means I can't identify what it was, because it wasn't alchemical in nature, it wasn't biological in nature. And unfortunately, Chief Arcanist Ariane is not available at the moment.
So where does this leave us, then?
This leaves us at you're not contagious. Whatever happened to you was most likely arcane in nature. Just for consistency's sake, she kind of glanced over at you, Prosia. Can I check you as well?
Sure, go ahead.
Just as I described with the other two, her hands begin to glow gold, so do her eyes. She sets them on your shoulders. You feel a warm sensation as the glow encases you, and then she kind of nods and says, "Alright, it's just as I thought. Whatever I detected with the first one is unrelated. The one irregularity I detected with you was unrelated. So, and when she says you, she nods towards Thistle. So, this is not my problem. This is not something I can deal with, but this is also not an issue that needs to be worried about. So, I'm going to bring you back to Elsword, and you are going to go through the same process that you were supposed to in the first place. How does that sound?
But we're still gonna be treated differently, right? Because this wasn't our fucking fault. If you're right and this was, some shithead casting magic, then shouldn't you be out looking for the shithead and not us?
You are going to go through the exact same process that everyone else is going to go through. Whether you're innocent or not will not change... No, hang on. The way that the magic affected you will not change the process that you go through. Because mind control is an excuse that a lot of criminals pull. We are going to check you for, they are going to check you for traces of magic, traces of enchantment, anything that might have affected you or done what you describe. And if you are telling the truth, if we do find those traces of magic, you will likely be let off. And if you are lying, which is entirely a possibility at this point, then you will be treated just the same as the others.
Okay, that's not reassuring. My memory's been kind of fucked for like the past day or so. What if whatever it was just wore off in the meantime?
Magic that powerful leaves traces. For
How
sometimes weeks. So, you'll be checked over. You'll be put through multiple systems to double check and triple check everything. APS has a reputation that we need to uphold. If you are innocent, we will know. If you are lying, we will know.
Fantastic. Okay, that's reassuring, I guess.
She smiles and says, "All right, let's get you back to where you need to be." And begins to lead you back to that underground chamber, the circular chamber.
Okay, Div will probably be like the second one out and just kind of grab their bag as they go.
Okay.
Like the second of us three, not like right after her.
Is there anything that the three of you are going to do while she leads you back?
You kind of hear Div muttering a little bit, but not enough that you can catch. Like, quite enough that you can't really catch what they're saying. They just kind of seem not distracted, but like confused themselves.
Okay.
Thistle looks pretty clearly like she has something she wants to say, but is choosing to be quiet for now.
Okay. Barclay.
Yes.
As the prisoners are led out of the containment area, you see the child kind of looks at you, looks at the rest of the guards and says, "All right, witness testimony time. Let's get you guys to where you need to be. And I don't want to see any funny business, all right? You'll get home before sundown. I promise."
And this is the kid talking to us.
Yeah.
Okay.
As the guards, including yourself, are led, you're led into the same building, but you're led into the same building, but are not led downwards. You're instead led kind of towards the center part of the building, as you find yourself in a large chamber with a lot of seats overlooking what appears to be like basically a courtroom. As the child kind of looks towards you. "All right, I'm gonna talk to each of you one-on-one about what you heard and what you saw. I'm gonna start with you," and he nods towards Barclay.
Fuck. Okay.
As he leads you to the other end of the room, he says, "What exactly happened from your perspective? And can I get your name for the record?"
Yeah, my name's Johnny. You need a surname?
If you have one. How do you spell Johnny?
Jonny.
Jonny. You see, there's kind of shadow collects around his hand for a moment, and then you see he's holding a kind of notepad, and he writes Johnny down with a like pencil that seems to be made of shadow. And did you have a surname?
Fuck, what was? Hang on. What was my surname? Hang on, just a second. Yeah. Okay. There it is. Gutentopf.
Gutentopf. Can you spell that for me?
Gutn, or En. My bad. Tuf.
He nods. Alright, gotcha. Alright, tell me exactly what you saw.
Well, I was the one who, called everyone to action. I was positioned up towards the north end of the stage, and I noticed some funny business happening over by a bush, and so I went over, started checking it out, and there was a I noticed someone was passing someone it looked like a pendant of some sort. So I figured this wasn't something good, so I went and got another guard, and we were gonna go and check it out. And as soon as we started going, all hell broke loose. I don't even remember what started it all, but I realized that there was a relic being taken. Now it was the what was the name? The
Lady Desarnata?
Yes, Lady Desarnata. She was trying to get away with it. Well, a couple of other people got involved. They were trying to stop her from getting away, and it all just that was whenever everything got weird. It was all everything happened so fast. There was someone who just showed up and then took it, and then they were gone. It was nuts.
So, Desarnata and her bodyguards were the only ones actually causing trouble from your perspective, is what you're saying. The other ones were just trying to stop her. Vigilante justice type.
As far as I could tell, they were just trying to stop her from running.
I'll keep that in mind. You see, he writes something down and says, if you could go back and join the others.
Yeah.
One by one, each of the other guards are called to speak, and I believe that's where we're going to call a break. We will be back at 20 past the hour. I will say, Chase, that was probably the best description that you could have given.
Hell yeah!
Of the scene that occurred.
Glad to hear it.
Alright, with that being said, we're going to pan over to a break, and we'll be back at 20 past the hour.
Yeah, I'm hungry. BRB.
Oh boy.
Woo! Alright, I'm going to step away as well.
I did not mean to accidentally walk us into a future plot point there, Talon. Sorry. Okay.
Yo.
Ew!
Ew.
Oh,
What?
hey! Yo! Oh,
What?
don't what me?
What if I want to what you?
But I what if I politely asked you not to what me?
Well, fuck you, that's what.
Shit! Okay, fine.
Yeah. Did you ever consider that?
I did now.
Yeah, well, I'm glad.
Unfortunately.
I'm glad you did eventually.
What are we considering?
We're considering the fact that Talon's mean and he's being mean to me.
How dare you, Talon?
Well, what if I wanted to though? Did you ever consider that, Kieran?
Yeah.
I don't know how much that changes it.
Breathe though. Buddy.
What? What are we talking about? What are we talking about Kieran for?
No, Kieran, we're not talking about Kieran.
No, we're not. We're talking about how Talon's
talking about
mean to Chase.
Oh.
Yeah, you're talking about Kieran right now.
I mean, yeah, sorry. I'm kind of prone to it. I just like him a lot.
No.
Gay ass. Oh my god.
How you gonna throw up at that, Chase? What the fuck? You homophobic?
It was no.
You burped. He's homophobic.
That felt homophobic.
I didn't even. I didn't. That literally that was completely involuntary.
That's what they all say.
Yeah, that's what they all say. That's where you're showing your true colors.
Yeah, it's an involuntary reaction to be homophobic. You're right.
It's like that one Reddit post where the guy was really upset about like his roommate being in a gay relationship, and he's like, "Am I homophobic?" But it turns out he was just in love with his roommate.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite posts.
It's so
Damn.
good.
Oh, we lost Sabrina.
Man down, man down.
Rest in pieces.
We got a Sabrina back. Oh man, guys, green beans are delicious.
Facts.
I love green beans. I just
I
got
don't-
done eating green beans.
That's a good opinion.
That's not an opinion, it's fact.
You're so right.
So true, bestie.
So true.
So true, bestie. You did not just say that. You made Sabrina leave.
Damn.
Oh no!
I gotta go pick up the cat's food before they start inciting riots. I'll be right back.
Oh Jesus! Hey!
Like, okay, so this time it was, I had to quickly run off from my computer, but I kept my headphones on, my headphones were connected, because, you know, the call's still active. But my computer doesn't register that as it doing something, so the screen went dark, not even, like, a full minute before I was back at my computer, but it completely shut my computer down.
Oh, fun.
So coming back on, I had to reconnect my headphones, which was fine, but then it just didn't connect the sound to Discord, or like my audio to Discord. So
Yeah.
I could hear you again, but you couldn't hear me again. So I had to reload Discord.
You know you can turn off the battery saving.
I know I can, but if I do that, then my computer dies so much more often because I forget to turn it off sometimes.
Fair.
So it's just easier for me to not be a dumbass. Or trigger. One of the two.
Alrighty, are we back? I know Kieran stepped away for a minute.
I'm back. We're good. The cats eat hella slow.
Well, no, Lawrence eats hella slow.
Alrighty. So, as everything is in place, starting first, within the round chamber, the circular chamber that, the three of you are in, that's not the button. I am so sorry.
Oh, we killed God, you guys.
No, I just accidentally opened FL Studio, which shuts off the audio for literally everything else.
Oh, wow.
We'd love to see it.
FL Studio is very annoying sometimes. No, alright. So, starting first...
Really quickly, can you hear me?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. It's not doing the thing it normally does on my computer, so I panicked. We're good.
So, starting within the circular chamber that Prosia, Thistle, and Div are in, Captain Elsword speaks up and says, "Alright, we're going to have each of you go through one by one. There is a long and arduous process that you will all be going through that should determine what actually happened here. First, Lady Desarnata, if you can follow me this way." She leads Des out of the room. There's another door kind of at the opposite end of where you came in that she leads Des through. And there's a period of time where all of the prisoners are left alone. Is there anything you guys would like to do during that period of time? It seems as though no one is watching you.
David's just kind of like, just kind of slink back a little bit, kind of close towards the wall, still kind of like thinking out loud, being like, what? That doesn't make sense though, cause like, what if? How does it work? Okay, this is way too confusing. I don't understand what's going on.
Thistle will kind of slink back to join them. You know, I'm not really feeling as confident as I was before the whole alchemist thing.
Div is gonna Div is going to look Thistle. It's going to actually look Thistle in the eye, for basically the first time. Any other time there was more examining. This time they're actually like looking at you in a conversation way. They just kind of go, it doesn't make sense to me, because, well, like, I don't know if it, I'm worried if I say something it might sound backtracking, but it may not have been magic. It may have been something else. And as they talk, they're going to be slightly more, like, animated than they normally are, giving a slight sense of show, in case there's something listening or like watching from somewhere we can't see. Just making sure not to say anything to prove the story a lie.
Yeah, I mean, if they're as thorough as they say they are, I guess there's really only one way out. Just see what happens.
Yes, but like I said, there's other things than magic. Like certain explosives are not always fire magic or force magic. There's like I mean I should know I've caused many small explosions tinkering. It not everything's magic. And I'm worried that if that's all they think it is, if we try to prove it's not, if it ends up not being magic and we try to say that, it might sound like we're backtracking and trying to. I don't know how this works, and I'm worried that we may be caught in a lie that's not there.
Well, shit, I don't really know what to tell you. I don't know what to expect. They don't really tell us shit about what's going to go on here, save for it's
that's
a long
the
and arduous
point.
process.
That's kind of the point. They don't tell you anything so that if someone is lying, they don't have time to prepare. And even if they do have time like this to think and prepare a lie, it's not like they know what's going to go on. They can't, like, weasel their way through different situations if they don't know what the situations are going to be. I don't...
Yeah, where's Prosy at the moment?
I imagine Prozia would probably honestly be talking to Travis in a serious but shushed tone. But I was gonna wait a little bit.
Yeah, we'll cover that after.
God fucking damn it, of course they're still caught up in their weird ass shit with their brother boyfriend thingy. You know, I guess we'll just fucking see what happens. Great. We're just trapped, stuck. Nowhere to go but through. Fantastic.
Really much else to expect here.
Nope. Here we are. This'll we'll fall into kind of grumbly silence after that.
Okay. Prozia?
So, can Prozia can still shift, I'm assuming.
Yes.
So,
In fact, your manacles at this point would have been removed before Elsword left.
I see.
I forgot to mention that.
So I imagine, yeah, Prozia probably would shift back to, I don't know if they would shift to the Zaid form entirely, but at least they would shift to, get rid of, like, the vitiligo and, make them look more like a regular tiefling. Probably making their skin a different color. I haven't fully decided if I'm probably more of a gray.
Okay.
Trying to just make them look as normal tiefling as possible, but probably having a hold on Travis's hand and being very quiet. I'm gonna try my best to keep you out of here. Okay?
We gotta get out of this together.
I know we have to. But if I go in there, I will die. And I'm just letting you know that that is what would happen. But I will do my best to make sure that you get out.
I'm not leaving you.
There's been a lot of shit that I've learned recently. Are Ash and Nola, I think their name is.
Yeah, Ash and Nola.
Um.
They're here, but they're not like super close.
Okay. Are they? Does it look like they're trying to listen in any kind of way?
No.
Okay.
They're having their
Okay.
own conversation at the moment.
Prozia does a quick side glance, making sure that they aren't eavesdropping. There's some things that I've learned recently that you Father doesn't. I've been conflicted recently about Father. He's had some weird dealings and he's done a lot of weird things.
Father does what he has to protect us. He gives
And that
us...
includes... I guess that also includes working with the cursed ones.
Who?
The people that we took the first relic from.
Right.
Or the replica.
If he's stealing from them now, then clearly he's not working with them anymore. Look, it's not our place to question Father.
There's... Go PM. Sorry, Chase made me laugh. But I'm frustrated as to why he didn't want me to know about that last mission. Why not me? You got to know all the details, right? Or most of them.
I don't know why not you. I just know that there's a lot that Father doesn't tell people. He wants to keep everything quiet. He has a habit of hiding things. You know this. He only tells people what they need to know. That's just how he works.
But like... Doesn't that scare you? I know it didn't scare me before, but now it does. I've seen something yesterday. And I don't know what to think. I was going to talk to him. Ask him about these things, maybe, but... I mean, look at me. telling you to be worried about a secretive man while holding my secrets. Do you know why some of us become films? How I became a film?
No, but I can't start questioning things now, Prosia.
Or maybe you should, so you can maybe learn why we're doing things or figure out.
Prosia, I'm this close to earning Father's favor. I can't start questioning things now.
I've earned his favor, and now look at me. I'm questioning it. I still believe that Father has a good outlook, but there's just something wrong. Something very, very wrong. And Father's doing the same things that the cursed ones are doing. What they do, how you become a film, is by surviving gaining a crest.
Gaining a crest? That's not possible.
It is. It's where I got my new crest.
Kind of narrows his eyes at you. You don't have a crest, right?
I do.
Why would you hide that from me?
I was told to by Father.
Right, okay. Why are you telling me now, then?
The cursed ones have some kind of maniac or some experiment I don't fully understand on the loose, and they did a lot of similar experiments and similar things that Father's doing. I think it might be where he learned how to give people crests. And it's just, I don't know, it feels like whatever thing is on the loose is Father's fault.
Why do you think it's Father's fault? Prosia...
It's just a feeling right now, but doubt in this business is necessary for survival.
But doubting Father is a death sentence. I should report...
Don't, please. You can't say stuff like this, Prosia. You're putting both of our lives on the line by telling me this. And for what? A feeling? You feel like Father's involved? You're risking it all on nothing. I thought maybe you would understand.
I don't understand why you have to... Look, Prosia, this is a lot, okay? You are putting a lot of information down, and I'm struggling to absorb it all. Can I have some space to think?
Okay. Prosia will kind of walk off away from, not even like towards anybody else, but they'll walk off to a corner by themselves.
Okay. Shortly thereafter, Elsword comes back in and looks towards Div and says, "You, come with me." She nods.
Follow.
Okay. As you follow, she leads you into another room. She first holds out a small vial of a kind of golden liquid to you and says, "Drink this."
We're fucked. Alright. Well, I tried. I'll drink it.
You drink the vial, and I mean, it tastes super bitter, but otherwise nothing happens. She kind of looks at you for a second, nods, and
My
says,
tongue's just gonna kind of stick out for a second. I say just like, ugh.
"Yeah, it's bitter."
Eh.
All right. There's a door at the other end of the room. It's a small room, and that door opens, and you see someone enter. They are they appear to be a halfling with long, kind of half white, half black hair. As they step forward and they say, "All right. Now, I need you to not resist, alright? I'm going to do a little bit of magic. And if you're innocent, you have nothing to worry about, alright?"
Alright.
As you feel a magical influence kind of begin to fall over you, do you resist?
Would they be able to tell I'm resisting?
You have no idea.
This is not good. Not good. Not good at all. Alright. Oh no, no, no. This is yeah. That's the problem. Do I, or don't I? Do I just shit? Because this is not good. Because it is. I'm trying to think of a way I can still make the story sound believable, without lying.
Do you resist the magic?
No.
Okay. You feel it fall over you, and a compulsion to tell the truth along with it. Estrail. Sorry, you don't know her name. The halfling smiles before turning to Captain Elsword and says, "Go ahead, ask your questions." All right. First question. Who started the fight?
I wasn't there. I wasn't there at all. I have genuinely, I don't really know where I was, but I wasn't there.
You were found behind the guards' lines walking suspiciously through the forest. What were you doing?
I don't know.
The influence over the minds of yourself and your companions, was that story true?
Fuck.
Yikes.
How do I... Hey, so funny thing about the story I said, is that part of it was in fact true. So do I, like, how would I word that in a way that
I'm not giving you any hints.
I know. Of course, they just, weed out the one that actually, seems to remember shit. That's great. I should have thought of that. Oh well, right. Hmm.
In addition, what are Div's surface thoughts right now?
Oh.
Damn, it's just compounding.
I hope it's all just profanity.
It's not.
Shit.
It's like. Hold on, I'm actually messaged.
Okay.
Okay.
Just while Sabrina's typing, what are Prosia and Thistle doing?
Oh, I think just brooding really, but if
Yeah.
if Thistle
If-
says anything to Prosia might respond depending on the question.
If Thistle, like, she just kind of walks up to Prosia and, like, leans brutally against the wall next to them, not really saying anything initially. Like, there are probably a couple points in which she looks over and, like, opens her mouth as if she's going to say something, but seems to think better of it and just kind of glares at the ground instead.
Okay.
Was about to ask, why do you look like that?
How do you
What the fuck's wrong, too?
spell tongue?
Tongu.
You know what? I'm sending that, and you can. The last word is tongue, whatever that is.
Oh shit, you're right. Okay, in that case then, as you're speaking, you do see, Captain Elsword kind of narrows her eyes a little bit, confused. But doesn't actually say anything.
Div has yet to actually give an answer. So, is it like noticeably like expression changed?
Yes, and also noticeably, Captain Elsword's eyes are faintly glowing.
Are you alright?
Yes, I'm quite alright. Answer the question.
hold on. Okay. Alright, this is gonna kind of like look at her, kind of confused and almost blankly. Because for a second, not as long as I am, because I can't think of words to say. But still blank. Okay, can you repeat the original question for me?
That story about yourself and your companion's minds being affected, was it true?
Oh, of course, it's fucking specific, I can't.
I will note that the only stipulations of the Zone of Truth spell is that what you say you must believe to be true. You don't necessarily have to directly... You are not compelled to speak the truth. You are just... You cannot speak a lie.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like you're being forced to answer the question truthfully.
Yeah.
It's you can find wording around it or whatever, but whatever you say has to be true in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
You have to believe what you are saying.
Sorry, I have to figure out if that. I have a thing in my head, but I can't tell if that works.
You can say it, and I will tell you whether it works.
All right. Hold on. Let me put thoughts into words. Be like, it's the only way I can explain the gaps in memory, is essentially what they'd say. Mostly.
I would allow that. I think that works. I will call for a deception check.
Okay. In that case, it's just kind of like, thanks for saying, it's just like, it seems to be the only way I can truly comprehend the gaps of memory. And deception, you said. Where's my sheet? There's my sheet. Deception is... Fuck! Only a 5?
Did you say you got a 5 on deception?
That'll be a 5.
Okay.
Oh, buddy.
Well,
I tried, I really tried.
That is a number.
It's a number.
You see Elsword kind of looks at you and thinks for a moment before kind of nodding and saying, alright. If you can just step into that back room, follow Commander Estrail. You'll be reunited with your companions shortly.
They will just kind of not saying anything, but like definitely like attentively looking in the direction of her, and like nod, kind of like bow, nod, and like move.
Okay. Estrail leads you back into the other room. You can see Lady Desarnata is sitting at the back of the room, her hands still bound by manacles. As back in the main room, Captain Elsword returns, looks towards Thistle and says, "You, with me."
Thistle looks upset about this, but will follow.
you got this, buddy.
Leading you into
Her tail is doing like that angry flicking thing that cats' tails do when they're upset.
Yep.
Leading you into the same room that Div had been led into. She hands you a vial of the same liquid and says, "Drink this.
What is it?
If you are truly yourself, nothing. Just bitter."
Oh.
Okay, cool. Poison. I can take that, and she'll knock it back like a shot.
Okay. Just as I described with Div, nothing happens. It's bitter. It doesn't taste good, but nothing happens. She kind of looks at you for a moment and then nods and says, "All right. Commander Estrella?" The door on the other end opens. You see that same halfling, half-elf step in. She looks to you. "All right, I'm just going to need you to not resist. I'm going to do a little bit of magic. And if you are innocent, you have nothing to worry about."
Cool. Yeah, go for it.
Do you begin to feel magical influence kind of fall over you? Do you resist?
Nope.
All right. You feel a compulsion to tell the truth, just as I described with Div, as the Zone of Truth spell falls over you, and Estrella turns to Captain Elsword and says, "All right, go ahead and ask your questions." Elsword turns to you and says, "Who started the fight?"
Hang on, I'm trying to recall events here.
Thistle bit first, which is what triggered the fight, but Thistle bit because of the suspicious activity and grabbing of the thing.
I'd argue the noble bitch.
All right. Elaborate. And you see her eyes begin to glow. What are your surface thoughts as she asks this question?
I'll type them out since I'm better worded through text than verbally.
Okay. Fair enough.
I feel that.
While you are typing this out, we're going to pan back over to Barkley. As one by one, each of the guards are questioned, and you see the child seems to be thinking as each returns to you before the child comes back and says, "All right, I've questioned each of you. A lot of your stories line up. Some of them don't. But I think I have a grasp on what happened and why some of the stories don't line up. You should be able to return home shortly. Unless you wish to stay on APS Island, in which case residence will be provided. If you have any questions, it is my job to answer them. And you see his eyes kind of flit towards Barkley as he says, "I recommend returning the borrowed armor whenever you get the chance."
Oh.
Nothing. Just word. No action. Is that it?
Does Barkley say anything or do anything in response to that?
He's just trying to hold it together for the time being. I don't think I'm not entirely sure if this is just I don't think he might be trying to bluff, but on the off chance he knows, is this person trying? Or are they?
Pardon?
Do they seem like they want like I'm in trouble? Does it seem like I'm in trouble right now?
No. Weirdly enough.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Then I'll just kind of like wide-eyed, sort of just half-heartedly nod.
Oh, do it.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
Okay. We'll see you soon.
See.
Alright. Back to Thistle and Elsword and Astrael. What is your response to... Actually, I don't remember the last question I asked. What did I ask?
They were just asking her to elaborate on Arnada starting the fight, I think. And I'm trying to figure out how she will word that. I was under the impression that she was in possession of something dangerous, and I was trying to get in the way.
Elsword kind of nods and says, Alright. She thinks before speaking up again. What you did got in the way of justice. Was this intentional?
The fuck you mean got in the way of justice? We were... Something in Thistle seems to snap a little bit. We were trying to fucking help people.
I know. And I understand how frustrating this situation is. But because of your actions, it is much harder to tell who is in the right and who is in the wrong here.
Because of our actions, that fucking whatever she had didn't get into the hands of people who probably shouldn't have had it. I didn't see you guys trying to make any effort to stop anything.
I understand your frustration. I am not accusing you of anything. I'm simply asking if you intended to obstruct law enforcement. Yes
no, I wasn't.
Okay. Were you aware of the presence of members of the Shadow Children?
Shit.
Aware doesn't mean with.
She kind of like grits her teeth, but doesn't seem to see a way around it, and just kind of, yeah.
She nods. What are Thistle's surface thoughts in that moment as well? Does any particular name come to mind or face come to mind?
Prosia's would out the gate.
Prosia's true
Which
form,
is...
or the form that Prosia had introduced themselves to you with?
Honestly, probably the ginger one.
Zaid, okay.
I think, yeah, that would be what she associates with Prosia the most.
Okay.
Travis would also probably come to mind. She is not happy with the Shadow Children. That much is clear.
Okay. She nods. Did you see the object that Lady Desarnata had taken?
She did have it briefly, didn't she? I'm trying to remember if Thistle actually took it at any point. Did she?
She tried to bite it, but I don't know.
I don't think Thistle got her hands on it. I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure Thistle had it like for No.
No.
I think
I
maybe
know
it was
what happened.
Prosia.
I know what happened.
Yeah.
Because Thistle tried to bite it, but wasn't able to grab it, and then Desarnata ran away, and then Prosia came by and
Yeah, that's
swooped
right.
and took it.
But there was like a visible chain, it looked like a
Mhm.
necklace or pendant of some kind. She just
Yes.
couldn't see the pendant.
Yes.
What was the question?
Did you see the object that Desarnata had taken?
No. It was in her hand. I didn't see it.
She kind of nods and says, "All right. Do you..." I don't suppose you would, but do you have any idea where Serena may have taken it?
No.
Figures. I suppose I will need to reach out to the Council of the Archmages myself.
Are we done?
Yes. If you can just follow Estrella into the next room.
Thistle follows out silently, still pissed.
You do see Div and Des in there. The next person to enter the room is Travis. Then one of Arnata's bodyguards.
I didn't realize it was muted.
Then Ash. And then finally, as she steps back into the main room, she looks at Prosia and she says, "You, with me."
Prosia will follow.
As you enter into the room, she hands you a vial of the golden liquid as she says, "Drink this."
Will it kill me?
No.
Unfortunate. Then I'll drink it.
The edgelord.
As you drink it,
Let's go!
it has a bitter taste, but you do feel something else. Your parts of your biology coming undone as you are forced out of your shape change.
Kind of rude.
We simply do it in order to confirm who we're interrogating. Alright, Estrella. The door opens. You see the same halfling enter again. As she says, "Alright, I'm going to do a little bit of magic. You're not going to resist it. If you're innocent, it will be fine." As you begin to feel a magical influence fall over you, do you resist?
I'm trying to think if, like, Prosia's nerves would, like, make them kind of just resist automatically. I kind of want to resist just because I think Prosia just would.
Okay. I believe that is a charisma saving throw. Let me double check.
Kieran just messaged me. "I'm sorry, I incriminated your fantasy boyfriend." Oh, Rick Travis.
Yeah, charisma saving throw, please, Prosia.
Oh, it's on that one.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't imagine you have plus 15 to these.
Actually, I have plus 6. Yeah, I fail.
Alright.
I'm done.
You, once again, just as with the others, feel a compulsion to speak true. As Estrella smiles and turns to Elsword. Okay, you can go ahead and ask your questions. As Elsword turns to you and asks, "Who started the fight?"
I mean, I think technically, the Fox did, like in technical terms, but I think it was more of a, trying to stop the suspicious, person.
She nods. "Is your name Prosia?"
Yes.
She looks at you.
Sometimes.
She looks at you for a long moment before she continues, and she says, "Were you aware of the presence of shadow children on the scene?"
I was.
Do you know the name of the leader of the Shadow Children? If so, what is it?
Yeah. Oh. Oh no. Oh. Hey. This is bad.
Oh
This is bad.
no.
Oh no.
Prosia kind of tenses up a little bit.
And what are your surface thoughts as she asks that question?
Okay. I wanted to ask, what are considered surface thoughts? Like, what do you
Whatever's
consider
in the
them?
forefront of your mind.
See, I don't think. Hold on. I think probably something more like.
Okay. So what do you say in response to the question then?
His father. That's so weird.
You're my
sorry.
dad. Boogie boogie boogie.
so she looks at you for a moment as she kind of groans and she says, "Every single one of them." What would it take for you to answer the question with the information I actually want?
I suppose get out of jail free card for me and some other people would suffice.
She thinks for a minute. Stay here. Estrail, keep an eye on them. And she walks out the door that she brought you in through. Barkley.
Oh.
As things are kind of wrapping up in the room that you're in, you suddenly see one of the doors open and Captain Elsword walks in. Immediately eyes lock on Millinois as she says, "Alright, general consensus, what happened?" Millinois looks to her and says, "According to most of the testimony, Lady Desarnado was attempting to steal something. A few people decided to take vigilante justice into their hands, and Des Arnada and her bodyguards are the only ones who truly did anything wrong. Besides the members of the Shadow Children, who are just, in general, criminals. Of course. But in this particular situation, they did not start anything, and they were simply trying to stop what was already happening. Right. Which makes this a really difficult choice. I know what I have to do." She turns and walks back out. A moment later, she's gone for maybe 5 minutes, Prosia, before she comes back. And as she re-enters, she looks at you and she says, "Who?" "Who are you asking me to spare?"
God.
Real dilemma.
Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna like give away Barkley pretending to be a guard thing, but
Okay.
like hopefully this clears them. Well, you might have noticed that a member of your guard, well, the guards that were not your guard, but guards that were here, is not one of them. His name is Barkley. You want him to be spared. The Foxkin, Thistle, and then the general anomaly that is Div, and I'm assuming that you don't want the other Shadow Children spared since they were caught.
You're willing to give them up?
I would like to ask for the one named Travis.
She stares at you for a moment before she says, under the zone of truth, with an inability to speak a lie, I swear to you, Prosia, that the people you've just named, Div, Thistle, Barkley, yourself, and Travis, will not receive punishment for this crime. Should you now tell me the true identity of the leader of the Shadow Children?
Yeah, I did kind of I did fuck them twins. um, we just go. Okay, this film.
I fucking knew it. Alright. I need to proceed with procedure, so I'm going to send you with Estrella into the other room, and I am going to proceed with interrogating the last two. But as I have made this oath on my title as captain, I swear to you I will follow through. So, if you don't mind, can you follow Estrella into the next room?
Dude, if the captain comes in and asks for Barkley, Barkley's gonna be like shitting himself.
Be funny. So when Frodo enters the room, Div is just sitting quietly, just staring at death. There's no like emotion. There's not even a glare or anything. And it's like they're not even blinking either. It's just they're just staring.
I had a cat that did that once. It's scary.
Oh, I know. It's great. It's very unnerving.
Prosa will probably go to Thistle and Div. We're getting out of here.
Shit, really?
Travis kind of looks to you, having probably been nearer to them. Are you sure?
They look to Travis with kind of a very sad look. And they nod and say, we're getting out of here.
Thank the gods.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so we just are we like moving or are we just sitting here then? Do they tell you?
You see Estrella. Would you have said that loud enough for Estrella to hear?
I said that out loud. I mean, really.
Estrella looks to you and says, "You're gonna wait here until everyone else has been questioned, and then from there, verdicts are gonna be given out. The pathway into the Presidium Citadel will open up for those who are going to be sent there, and She opens her mouth to continue before you hear kind of muffled from the other side of the door. Estrella, you can enter now. She closes the door. A bit of time passes before the door opens again, and you see Estrella lead Des Arnata's other bodyguard into the room.
Oh, yeah. I don't say that out loud, by the way. That was just a me thing, not a div thing.
Keeping her voice low, Thistle does just kind of look at Prosia a bit warily. Fuck did you say in there?
I made a small deal. And trying to be kind of wary of Travis.
Ash is also there too, for the record.
Yeah. But like being wary of it, and probably more saying this to Thistle. Trying to be as quiet, so if I need to roll for something, you know.
I'd say roll a charisma-based sleight of hand.
Just
Sleight of voice.
Specifically, like Travis and the other Shadow Children, or is it for everyone that isn't Thistle?
I think everybody that isn't Thistle, just because, like...
Okay. Hey, Talon, they're trying to listen in to any information that they
Perception.
can grab. Okay, thank you.
Why is my dice acting up today? What are you doing? I have not rolled above a 10.
Oof.
I got an 11.
Yeah.
12.
But I mean, they would still say this out loud. I just had to give up the name of father.
Oh boy.
Oh shit.
Okay. That... Problems for later. You know, hopefully, maybe, I don't know what's going on. Are you
Just
okay?
kind of
So just kind of what?
No, y'all do your thing first. I'll say it second. You first.
I did just kind of look towards you and like slightly with concern, just be like, "Are you okay? Are you doing okay?"
It was either this or I die in here.
Yeah.
Thistle is looking at Prosia with almost respect. You did the right thing, Shifty.
Dave has a look of concern, but isn't like looking at anyone right now.
You see, at this point, the door opens and Nola steps into the room, the last of the people to be interrogated, followed closely by Captain Elsword, as she says, "All right. Nola Philum, Ash Philum, and I don't know why I didn't pull up names for the two bodyguards, but she'll say two other names, which the two bodyguards both react to. The four of you are sentenced to a month's community service on APS Island.
Oh.
Lady Des Arnata, you are sentenced to 4 years in the Praesidium Citadel.
Oh.
The rest of you are free to go. As she turns and walks back into the circular chamber. What do the three of you do?
Are we just allowed to? Is Is the other one there still? Like
Travis?
the no, the other
Estrail?
person that was.
Yes, Estrail is there, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Like, do we? And we'll look to Estrail. Do we just leave?
Yeah, you're free to go. She said you're free to go.
How do you get out?
Back the way
I
you
wasn't
came.
paying attention. I wasn't paying it.
Well-
Were any of you paying attention?
You
We
go.
teleported here. We gotta use med to get out of here.
Well,
I'm pretty sure.
We teleported to the island. We didn't teleport into the building. We walked to the building.
You-
You just know
okay.
how to get out of the
Well, I'm
building.
just saying we're on an island. We gotta get off the island too.
How do we get out of
we
the
can-
building?
I'm trying to help. Through the door into the circular chamber, and then the door at the back, up the stairs, straight down the hall until you make it to the entrance hall of the main building. You can speak with the secretary there, and they can get you home.
What about
God, I fucking hate architecture. What happened to just living in trees?
Turning
I
to
don't think
Prosia, ignoring
Ever
Thistle.
happened, Thistle. Okay.
Completely ignoring Thistle, turning to Prosia, she says, "Your friend will be there to meet you. I believe, or you might have to wait there for your friend, because Elsword's probably going to have to drag that one down to the Citadel. Unless the Lord comes up. Oh, I hope the Lord comes up.
Can I roll history for that?
No, I am just going to tell you, the Lord, which this information only Prosia and Barclay would have, the Lord of the Praesidium Citadel has no publicly known name. They are a member of APS through technicality, though they hold, technically more power than even Captain Elsword when it comes to what happens in the Citadel. Outside of the Citadel, they hold no power and are no higher ranking than a standard new recruit. However, they live in the Citadel. They have never left the Citadel in their life, as far as anyone is aware, since they started working there. There are rumors that they were originally a prisoner there, though a lot of reports say that they were officially hired on by APS before they were within the Citadel. And it is also said that none have bested the Lord in combat ever. Not even Captain Elsword.
Well, that's scary.
What do you do?
I think Prosia is probably pretty good at remembering directions. They've gotten a lot of instructions, so I can imagine like they are able to take the instructions that the one person Estrail had said and probably lead Thistle and Div.
As you step back into the circular chamber, there are two things that are different. First of all, the floor has opened up into a spiral staircase leading downwards.
Mm.
And
Oh,
second
that's
of all,
hell.
Dave just looks at that, goes, nope, and walks around it.
and second of all, there is someone new in the room. A man, it seems. He looks vaguely human, with kind of short brown hair, and plate armor, and a variety of weapons hung on his back and his belt. But what's most interesting is that the right half of his face appears to be fused with some sort of metallic contraption that glows golden. His arms are crossed as he looks in the midst of conversation, speaking in Undercommon, if any of you speak that.
Nope.
Nope.
Speaking in Undercommon to Captain Elsword, his attention turns as he watches you guys walk through. And you see Des Arnada is kind of pulled out shortly thereafter, and he looks towards her and speaks up in Elvish as he says, "Well, well, well. You must be Des Arnada. I look forward to having you in my citadel. I wonder what kind of havoc you'll wreak. Someone who thought that they were strong enough to steal a relic, surely you have the power to escape, right? That's what you're thinking, isn't it? Do what no one else has ever done? I look forward to seeing you try. Please, right this way. I will force you down if I have to."
Oh God!
As he gestures to the spiral staircase.
Depending on if you guys stop to listen to that, Div just ignores all of it and just goes as fast as they can without running to the door.
Okay.
I wish I knew Elvish because he sounds hot.
He kind of looks it too.
I'm waiting. You spoke so much like Risley in the term, like in like how you paused in certain places.
That wasn't intentional.
It felt like it was intentional.
I feel like the pausing was intentional, but not who he looked like. Or what he sounded like. Yeah, see, he is hot.
He is hot. God damn it, why am I playing a lesbian?
I mean, you can just do the Mona special.
I can't. There's no way in hell that Thistle would ever date a man.
That's fair.
She got better taste than that.
Alright. Just getting at the door will, like, look around for Barkley and realizing that they kind of left the other two behind. Just, like, sitting there awkwardly, just kind of looking around.
As you guys head up to the surface, back to kind of the main hall, Astrael does lead the other four, the ones who were sentenced to community service, up as well. And you see she kind of leads you guys into the main entrance hall. And you see she pulls aside the four and says, "Alright, so these are the keys to your establishments while you're here. You are going to be... I will give you the addresses in a moment. They are also written on the key. And you're just going to be living on the island for about a month. During that time, you are going to be doing community service. And I promise you, it's not going to feel any different than home, okay? And once the month is up, if you want to stay, you can, but, of course, you are welcome to leave after that month." She hands each of them a key, and then tells each of them an address, and they leave. Leave out the front door, kind of hesitantly and a little confused, but they leave nonetheless. Meanwhile, I assume you guys, the three of you, approach the secretary?
I'm just trying to get out at this point.
The secretary.
The secretary. We can change the music finally because you guys are no longer at risk of getting arrested.
I'm genuinely curious what would have happened if we had been arrested.
I have the Presidium Citadel fully worked out. I was prepared for that possibility.
Oh, I know.
Community service.
I'm well aware of that fact. Scary sometimes.
I just want everybody to know that that entire time everyone was being interrogated, my stomach was in knots.
Same, honestly. The second I was told The second I was told, or was asked, uh, like the is the story true? Like the story of this. It was very specific. That I was like, how am I gonna work my way around this? And I go, it's what explains the memory gaps. Very not convincing, but you know what? Good enough.
You had a bit and you stuck to it.
Fun fact.
Yep.
Almost exclusively because of Barclay's testimony, you guys would not have been sent down to the Citadel unless you guys fucked up bad
good.
during the interrogations.
Okay, good.
That's
And,
good.
By that point, okay, what the fuck is... Am I the only one that is
Here's
hearing...
the weird noise.
Yeah,
No,
Venti's
you might
staticking
want to
the
turn
fuck
Venti
out.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck is wrong with Venti.
It's having a mental breakdown.
Aren't we all?
Yeah.
Mood.
Yeah. It's still staticky.
No, I think
That
that's
might
just
just
the fireplace.
yeah.
sound
I think
effect.
it's just fire. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
supposed to be
that's
just
just
fire.
fire.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Okay.
It sounds staticky. It's fixed.
Okay. But yeah, knowing that when nope, there's the static again. Motherfucker. Knowing that Elsword very specifically kept that information from Prozia when making the deal.
That's fair. That's completely fair.
Anyway.
Yeah.
You guys speak with the secretary, who, one of the first questions they ask you is, where are you going?
Out. Away. Leaving.
No.
Gotta be a bit more specific than that.
Where do you want us to take you?
Can I just look at Persia? Do we have
mean-
Barkley? Barkley hasn't met up with us yet, right?
Which, speaking of, Barkley, you see Elsword kind of come back up and say, Barkley?
Yeah. Who talked?
Your friends are waiting for you in the lobby.
Oh,
You're free to go.
I'm good.
So this question just go.
Holy shit!
Let's just go.
Do you want me to give the armor back?
Probably.
When do you want it back?
It wasn't their
It's-
soldiers.
Not ours.
Shit, that's I'll see you later. Bye. I'm out.
you make your way back down to the lobby shortly after the rest of the party starts speaking with the secretary. You're probably there shortly after the question of where do you want us to take you?
Back home. Back home.
Oh, there you are. You're alive. Good.
Yeah, maybe we should go back to Barclay's bad news.
Is it the best for you to be going back there to the city?
We might want to lay low for a while. I don't know if we want to go back to the city right now.
I don't. Even if we just go back to the continent and we can ship Barkley back to his place. It might not be safe for you to go back.
I don't want to go back.
I mean, seeing
Not-
things that have happened, Thistle just kind of looks toward Prozia. I don't know if it's a good idea to go back to the city, at least for a while.
I don't know where to go.
I can't say that I do either.
You're welcome to stay.
I would rather not,
No,
personally.
thank you. That's I'm all right. I'd rather not
The secretary
Much
frogs.
care.
on a small,
Didn't
little
much care the
thing.
way you said that, honestly.
Surrounded by water. Not like that. No. Viv's just kind of muttering in the background. Sorry for if I interrupted.
No, you're good.
Maybe, okay, like, we gotta, like, huddle or something about this, figure out where the fuck we're going.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We're just gonna group up around the secretary. Just not even like huddle up in the corner. We
Travis,
just stand there.
Travis at this point speaks up and says, "I need to go back to Ignis."
No, Travis. All right, hang on. Before,
Okay.
look, before anyone makes any rash decisions, I have to tell you guys something very important.
What did you do?
Is there
What did you...
anywhere to sit in
Yeah.
this area?
Yeah, there's plenty of places to sit.
All right, I'm gonna take Travis and Prosia.
Here, why
I'm gonna
don't
walk
I bring you guys back here so that you can take a look at the map and make a choice on where you want to go?
That'd be nice.
Yeah, yes.
I love the
That
map.
would be a good
A
idea.
nice map.
The cats are engaging in combat. I'll be right back.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's just so
Alright.
funny hearing him just yell.
I know this has been funnier when you know it's at cats and that, yeah, okay, they'll listen for now.
But yeah,
What the heck was that?
Barkley.
That was my phone. My bad. Yeah, I'll take him over to just some seats and sit both Travis and Prosia down.
Okay.
Berkeley, what did you do?
Well, it was a last ditch effort. I didn't really know. Well, to be honest, I didn't expect us to get out of here. To be this is honestly best case scenario. I just went through.
Yeah. What'd you do?
I messaged Philip. I told him that his kids were in custody and were about to be taken to the Presidian Citadel.
Mm-hmm.
Now, look, I don't know what you guys have been through with your dad, or whatever it is he is to you, but he's not a good person. I'll tell you right now. He asked me to kill you guys.
He just needed to protect himself and the other shadow children. He didn't want us to say anything.
Travis, whether or not that's true, it doesn't matter. That's fucked up.
If he truly cared enough to protect those he would call his children, he would have made an effort.
Not against APS.
But
No.
look, either way, Travis, even if you were to go back, you would die immediately.
No, I didn't say anything.
That doesn't matter.
It
won't matter.
They don't know who he is.
I'm rolling a deception check real quick.
If you wait a second, if there was like, it doesn't really matter if he thinks that he's not gonna give up. He's not even gonna let you. He won't give you a chance.
I rolled a
I'm
14,
gonna
by
try
the way.
to just. I was gonna say, can I use that, like, my words there to try and like distract him a bit from noticing, potentially giving Persia advantage.
I will allow it. Persia, roll an advantage.
Okay, that's a dirty 20.
Okay.
Better than a 14.
He shakes his head and he says, "No, it'll be fine. I need to get back to him."
Travis, I promise you, if you go back there, you're gonna die.
No, I won't.
Can Prozia get right up to Travis? Like grab a hold of his hand.
Mm-hmm.
Travis, we've been through so much together. We spent our entire lives together,
Oh no.
and I trust you more than anybody. I trust you more than father. Do you place that same trust into me? Because I promise you, it's not going to go well.
There is a long pause.
No.
Before he says, Prozia, you should go see Varium.
Oh.
Let me go back to father. I'll explain everything.
Jesus.
I promise
Goddamn.
I will be okay.
Prozia's face visibly falls. I let go of Travis's hands. Okay. But I'm telling you that just be a bit wary.
I will. I promise.
Travis,
Oh.
I'm just gonna say this. It's a dumb idea to go back, but if you really are gonna go back, the moment you feel like you're in trouble, get the hell out of there.
I will. I've gotten out of worse before.
Oh,
Let's hope that's true.
Just gonna kind of look around. There's potentially hard evidence and eyewitnesses to that. So let's hope.
uh, as Travis turns to approach the secretary, he stops, kind of looks back at Prozia. I love you. Please, please, for the love of the gods, stay safe.
Love you too. And you stay safe.
He gives Prozia a quick kiss before he goes to the secretary.
Aww.
Take me to Ignis. Alright? There's a moment where the secretary begins drawing an arcane sigil on the ground. He looks back at Prozia. Tell Varium I said hi. And then she strikes the final line, and the sigil lights up, and he is gone. She turns to the rest of you. Where are you going?
Oh shit.
Oh god, this is up to me. I gotta
Div
go
will
through
just
my...
kind of grab a hold of Thistle's shoulder and look at Brozia, being like, "It is up to you. It's also up to you if you want us to come with you or not."
I mean, we kind of all got thrown into jail together, and I don't have A whole lot of
Almost.
anybody.
Almost.
Yeah, we only kind of got thrown into jail. We got out of it.
Almost. But did we pick out?
I don't think we did. I double checked. I don't think we ever
Yeah.
settled on a name for it.
Yeah, I don't think we settled on the name.
I know it wasn't Cape Coral.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the school.
What about West End?
I mean, okay, yeah.
I like it.
Which would be in O-line.
Okay, yeah, let's go meet my friend. My other one, guys.
Wait, so
Hell yeah.
wait, where is this gonna be?
In O-line City.
In Callus Kingdom.
Whoa! Oh shit, we're going to an entirely new continent.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Which one is that? Where are we going?
We're
Oh,
going.
boy.
Well, yeah, we're going actually probably to the second closest.
Oh, that should
City.
be fun.
Yeah.
I just want to go ahead and say I've never been outside of Asunia.
Neither have I.
It's lovely. So,
Tell him I need to message you something real quick.
she
I mean, it sure is a place.
she looks to Prozia. Just to confirm, where to?
O-line City.
Understood. She begins to draw a sigil on the ground. There's a flash of light, and I'm waiting for Sabrina to finish her message to me before I continue this narration. But I'm going to continue to talk because it is silent here. And I don't like Venti being quiet.
Yeah.
Someone start spitting
Honestly,
riddles.
Just
what
as
a
a
dickhead.
small
I
note,
think-
Prozia would switch forms.
Okay. I think, Sabrina, that probably makes sense. Not, like, from where you are right now, but if you... no, because of... No, you wouldn't... Hang on.
I think Sabrina would, just personally. I'm just fucking with you. I don't know.
He's so unsure of himself. He's jokes. He's unaware. He's insecure.
I'm not insecure about anything.
You've got a big nose.
Look at that high-waisted man. He got feminine hips.
I'm
No, that's the thing I'm sensitive about.
confused. I mean on the island, like walking through the island.
Oh,
That's
no,
what I-
you...
not
No, No, you would not have gone far enough towards the edge of the island in order to properly see that.
right. Are the vibes familiar?
Vaguely.
Okay, good enough.
Okay. With that being said, an arcane sigil is drawn on the ground, and there's a bright... Your vision goes white, as you feel that same sensation as before, falling upwards, being pulled in every direction.
They will once again grab onto Thistle and just hold on.
And...
Dude, you're not gonna lose me. Back it up. I'm fine.
And as your feet find solid ground again, that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Damn.
Yippee.
Thank you all for coming. And...
I love ruining Prozia's family.
I love ruining Prozia's support system.
Great.
Yay!
And I look forward to seeing you all next week.
Nope,
Not next week.
not next
Not
week. The
next
week
week,
after.
because, Kieran and Noah are not going to be available. Not next week, the week after. I will see you all then. Hopefully, my internet issues will be fixed by then.
That would be lovely.
Okay,
I
Knock
also
on wood.
thankfully, I did not have any internet issues myself. It very well could
Oh,
have
I
Oh
just
my
had
god,
to
you
choose
cursed
children.
Talon.
I am
How
going
dare
to.
Oh
you.
no!
I am going to throw hands with all of technology ever. Thank you all for coming, and I will see you all next session. Good.